Welcome to No Strings Attached Street Ministry. We're going to call this the Grumpy Van Minister series. Today is a cooking show. You hear a lot of people talk about, they wish they had an oven, and they're wondering why they struggle so hard, of being able to eat good baked foods. Well, today I'm going to show you a few tricks that I use on the road to make dinner rolls. You can do all kinds of different things this way. At least you can cook breads and different things, to really have that extra. Today we're going to make donuts. So today, just to make it simple, I want to show you 3 different doughs that you can use. This here is a store-bought thing of pizza dough. Alright, is all it is. You can buy this at almost any bakery, or even go to your pizza house and they'll even sell you one, your favorite pizza house. Another one that is used is Crescent Rolls. Alright, and then another one is, we're going to try the cinnamon rolls. Now, I've never done these, but they should work the same as anything else. But I wanted to do a few of these here just to show you that you can have a variety. Now, these here, this is just powdered sugar. One, I'm going to make a glazing out of it, which is just uses a little bit of water. And you just mix this all up here, and it'll actually turn into a glazing, just a regular like glazed donut type. What in the process was turn this on while this is messing with it. And this is going to be your glaze for all of it. Now this one is just regular powdered sugar. Now your toppings, you can do anything. You can do Nutella. Sometimes I'll take one of those powdered hot chocolate mixes, and I'll put in here with that. You can actually just roll it in regular sugar. I use butane fuel for my stove. That's what I use. But you can put cinnamon and sugar. You can use, I use cinnamon and also a little bit of nutmeg, even in the powdered sugar sometimes. But the biggest thing about it is the technique on how to actually make it, that I wanted to show you how easy and how simple it is. If you just take a regular pizza dough, and you can pull this off here, and you pull it off little bitty pieces about the size of a small golf ball. Alright, then you can roll this up about the size of a small, just to make you a little dough ball. When you can roll this out to about 1/2 inch thick. Use your cutters, make donuts that way. This is all just the techniques of how to do things quickly. Let's say you want garlic rolls one night, alright, with your spaghetti, let's say. Alright, well, that's easy. Roll it in a long little thing like this. Take it right here and wrap it around. Should let this set for a little bit and build the gluten in there. You're going to wrap it around and fold it through, and there you have a little knot. You can fry these up the same way and then saute these. Now when I do these, I actually cook them in olive oil, and also I cook them in garlic. So I use garlic, olive oil, and then I finish it off at the end. I'll use parsley, and they make a great little garlic knot. So that's another good thing you can do. But we're going to let that heat up there just a minute. But that's one method there. Then you have the Crescent Rolls. Just use the regular. You can get phyllo dough from your, from your store. I mean, you can get different kinds of doughs already, pre-made for you to where you don't have to worry about it. But just even your crescent rolls. Now you can roll these out. What I like to do with these is actually sort of leave them in the triangle. Fry them flat, and we'll do one that way. But we can even do them in a little crescent roll shape and have little crescent rolls. Or we're going to do, that does real good with the, with the butter. And then we'll fry this one here up. And I'm going to make just a little puff pastry. And I'm going to make it like a donut as well. So we'll do a few different techniques here just to show you what you can do. Alright, now as you start seeing and noticing your bubbles starting to go in here, then it's starting to say that your oil's getting a little warm. That's usually a good idea. If you see the little bubbles going around it, then we know that our oil's hot. And when it gets done, it'll sort of pop right up, believe it or not. But we're going to put these donut holes in here. Let those start cooking off. And just hold them for a few seconds. It's not a lot. But just let them cook around. And then once they're almost done, they'll actually flip themselves usually. If anything, you just have to sort of touch them and they'll roll right over. So you can see them right now. See how they just flip right over. But you get them a nice golden brown is what you're looking for. And you just keep tossing them around. Let them continue. That one still needs to be a little bit more. And you can just take these out whenever they're done. And just drop them in whatever flavoring you want. Those are pretty much done, so we'll just toss them into those. Just let them cook up like that. We'll take this knot here, we'll say, and I'll put it in there. That way we can start cooking on the knot. I don't have the garlic stuff set out for that, but I just wanted to show you. It's just as easy, same thing. Yep, just let those cook right up. You'd be surprised how delicious these are. And to make your pizza dough, you can use any pizza dough you want. It's not a problem. I usually use my own pizza dough. It's that easy to make, and I keep all the staples usually on my truck. But all you need is flour. I use 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of milk if I'm making a breakfast type dough, or I use water if I'm making a regular pizza dough. Either way is fine. On my breakfast dough, then I'll also add sugar, a little bit of sugar to it as well. We'll cook this one here. We'll just powder that one. See, all you do is you just take that right there. Just toss them around in there and coat them. Flip them around, roll them around, get them all coated up. Same as these here. Just coat them up in your powdered sugar. That's all you gotta do. We're gonna try the crescent roll now. And we'll try one of these flat ones. That's too much for that one, I think. I'll let these pop up here a little bit. This is just trying to give you some ideas on the different techniques you got. But you know what? I got a 1/2 inch of oil in a small, I think it's like an 8-inch or a 6-inch skillet. You know, the cast iron skillet. Guys, it's that easy. I mean, it's that easy. You don't need a whole lot of oil. And then when you get done, you take it, let it cool off real good, put it back in its original container, save it for the next time. It's just that easy. But you know, you just gotta let these cook down. I mean, they have a little bit of different texture to them. They're not like you come out of the oven, you know, like you're normally doing. But they're actually very fine. They're actually very good. You'd be surprised what you can actually do with these. Now, sometimes then what I'll do is I'll go with these when I make them. And I'll do it in both ways. Because I sort of like the glazed and the powdered. So, I mean, or sometimes either the glazed or the chocolate. I mean, if I'm going to waste my time cooking them and I'm going to run my diet and everything else once in a great while, hey, why not, right? Indulge, have what you want to do. Fried foods ain't really the best for you in the world, but you know what? Sometimes we just need that sort of comfort food. But the thing is, I mean, to go out and get donuts, I mean, you would spend a ton of money on it. You know, that amount of donuts right there probably cost you at least $4 or $5. You know what I'm saying? So you might as well, and it takes what, less than 10 minutes to put together and to actually make. So just if you don't want to roll them, just break little pieces apart. You don't have to be fancy with it, as long as you cook it, right? So we'll just cook these along and just let them cook. Got a little bit too much in that pan. You can pretty much tell when they're ready to flip over. See how they're getting brown? You can pretty much tell that from the actual donut itself. Yeah, but you can just roll these around. Try those out. Let's try one. Very good. Very good. Now what I want to do a couple of these too. This is the cinnamon rolls that you normally buy. You know, the ones your mama makes, you know, especially a cooking, working mama makes for young kids. It's got its own glaze, the same as I just made. I'm going to try one of those. See how that cooks. Yep. Get our own little cinnamon rolls going here. And if you like cinnamon rolls, you want to make your own. Let's say you have crescents or your dough, roll it out. All you do is put a little bit of brown sugar and cinnamon and some butter, and you butter your bread, and then you put brown sugar and cinnamon on there, coat it, roll it up like a log, and then slice it. It's that simple. And if you like nuts in yours, by all means, use nuts. You know, put some nuts in there while you're at it. Yeah, they expanded pretty good in there, didn't they, Warren?
Yep.
But, so you can even make those too. And those actually look pretty darn good. They're actually probably very tasty. But we're going to try these. So we'll turn these off here. Warren, you're my guinea pig. Oh, look how crispy these are. That's actually pretty good just by itself. Try that. Now dip it in that. That is really good. Holy cow. That's actually a pretty good dough to use, ain't it? Huh?
That's the best one.
Yeah, that's actually a very good dough to use for the donuts. I really like how that dough worked. Try with the powdered sugar on it. Grab that piece. Wow. That'd be good on anything you put on it, wouldn't it? Yep. Try that cinnamon roll right there, Warren. See what you think about that one. I'm going to try this one in this glazing here and see how that works. Well, anyway, guys, there you go. I would sit around. I wish I had taste division. You could actually come up here and actually taste this for yourself. But those actually turned out very well. So just remember, you can always think outside the box. Be a little more conventional. Just deep fry it. You don't really have to have an oven. It takes just about as long. Actually, it's probably quicker deep frying it anyway. Then you get more of the authentic donut flavor. You know, then these, we have these at home all the time, and they're always, you know, just cooked in there. But you know, just baked in the oven. But I'll tell you what, I really liked how those turned out. They were fantastic, you know, in my opinion. So, think outside the box. This is something you could do if you had the scratch. You could make this kind of dough right out in the field. If you're in the boondocks, city dwelling, remember, you don't really need refrigeration if you cook it. If you go to the store every morning, you buy it. You buy enough for your meals. And you can get potatoes and meat or whatever you want to do for that. You can make a little bowl of spaghetti. I'll do that next, you know. We'll make probably some spaghetti sauce. I'll show you a very good spaghetti sauce. I'll give you the family recipe. So stay tuned. God bless you guys. Hopefully this helps. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.